All right, today we're going to continue chapter 12, lesson 10, which actually is our last lesson for chapter 12, surface area of pyramids and of cones. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is give you a formula. Honestly, for most of the stuff we're doing today, we're going to use a net because for pyramids and cones, a net is really pretty simple, which you'll kind of see as we go through it. But I will show you both. That way you know and you can kind of choose. Okay? All right. So first we're going to write formula for a pyramid. Surface area is equal to half capital P times L plus capital B. Now, we already know what capital P stands for because we've done this before. What does capital P stand for? Perimeter of what? Be specific. Yes. So, perimeter of the base. L is a new one. I use a capital L. That way you don't think it's a 1. Okay? L refers to the slant height. Can anyone tell me what the slant height would be? What does that mean?
Like the thing that goes to the side.
Yeah, the height of each side, right? Because when you think about a pyramid, they've got those triangles, right? So slanted triangles. So when we're talking about the height, we're talking about the height of the slant. Because height of the pyramid would refer to the top of the pyramid straight down to the base, right? Does everybody understand the difference between height and slant height?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Capital B, we know area of the base. Yes? All right, same thing with a cone. There's only two things that we would need to know. Do we know what both of them are?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
tell me.
Radius.
R is the radius. We should all know that. L, I just told you, is what? Slant height. Okay. All right, anybody still writing any of that down? Okay, just tell me when you're done, Isaiah. Okay. All right, here we go. That's not what I want. So, yep. All right. Okay, number 1 says, here is a square pyramid. What do we know about the base? It's a square. What do you know about all sides of a square? They're equal. Okay? The lateral faces are congruent triangles. The base, which it tells you is shaded, is a square. All lengths are shown in inches. The first thing it says, find area of the base. Who can tell me how to do that?
9 times 9.
Thanks, Deja. Because area of a square or a rectangle, you just multiply what two things? Length times width. Okay? And sorry, I know sometimes I have to zoom in for you to see. Okay? So we know 9 is all sides of that rectangle. Okay? So, like Deja said, 9 times 9. So area of our base is what? 81. All right? That's the first thing we would find. 81. It's labeled for you, but inches squared. Okay? Part 2 says, find area of one lateral face. What is the lateral face referring to? The triangle, right? So, how do I find area of a triangle? Yeah, half base times height. I'm going to zoom in so you can see. What's the base of each triangle? 9. What's the height? 7.8. So we're going to say 1/2 times 9 times 7.8 Somebody do that in your calculator for me, please.
35.1.
35.1. Okay. So we found the area of one lateral face. Part C says use the net to find the lateral surface area. That means the base not included. So what is that asking us to do? Find the surface area of what?
The 4
Yeah, the 4 triangles. Well, we already found area of 1, so it should be pretty easy for us to find the area of all 4. Yeah, all we're going to do is take 35.1, multiply that by 4 to get what?
140.4.
Okay? Last step, use the net to find total surface area. Can anyone tell me what we could do? Noah?
You do 140.4 plus 81
How did you know to add 81?
because it's asking for the whole area. And
Yeah.
we already found the square and we found all 4 of
Good.
the triangles.
Very good.
221.4.
Okay, inches squared, it already gives that to you. Okay, easy enough. Yes? Okay, now I'm going to show you the same problem with the formula that I gave you. Okay, what was the formula I gave you for a pyramid?
S is equal to half capital P L plus B.
Okay, all right. Perimeter refers to the perimeter of the base, right? So I want the perimeter of the square. Can anyone tell me what the perimeter of the square is? All 4 sides are the same.
36.
36, right? Because 9 times 4 would give you 36. Does everyone understand how I got the perimeter?
No.
Okay. All right. Who can tell me what the slant height would be?
7.8.
7.8. Yes. Okay. Capital B refers to area of the base. What's the area of the base?
81.
81. 9 times 9. Okay. I want someone to type that whole thing in their calculator. 1/2 times 36 times 7.8 plus 81. We should know the answer already, but I want you to check it in your calculator to make sure. Okay. Yeah, is 221.4 what we got earlier? Yes.
So could you do it either way? Or did you...
Well, your problems on Alex are going to look like this, so it's not really going to make a lot of sense for you to use the formula because it's asking you to kind of do it using a net, okay? I just wanted to show you one time on this with the formula. That way, for future reference, you know how to use it. Cool? Okay, I'm going to show you one with a triangle.
You mean a pyramid?
Yeah, a pyramid, but it has a triangular base. Okay, so same idea. It says here is a triangular pyramid and its net. The lateral faces are congruent. What does the word congruent mean? They're all the same, so we know the white triangles are all equal. The base, which is shaded, is an equilateral triangle. What does that tell us about all sides? All sides of that base triangle are equal, okay? Just like we did on the other one, it says find area of the base. How do I find area of this particular base?
6 plus 6 plus 6 and 18.
Okay, somebody raise your hand and tell me. Connor.
6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18.
No. It didn't ask for perimeter. It said find area of the base. Kai?
Is 15.6.
Okay, I want you to tell me how you're getting to that. How do we find area? What type of base is it? Kai?
Is a triangle.
How do we find area of a triangle?
Half times point times width.
Base times height. Okay. What's the base of that triangle? The shaded triangle has a base of what? Be confident in your answer. Okay. And what's the height of the shaded triangle?
5.2.
There we go. Okay. All right. What do we get for our answer?
15.6.
Very good. Okay. All right. Next it says find area of one lateral face. The lateral faces are the white triangles. So are we using the same formula? Yes. Half base times height. What's the base of the white triangle? Also 6. What's the height of the white triangle? 4. Okay. What's 6 times 4?
24.
Half of 24 is 12. So the area of one lateral face is 12. How can I find for part C the area of all three lateral faces? 12 times 3, which is what? 36. Okay? My last step is pretty simple. It says find total surface area. What two numbers am I adding?
36
And 15.6 for a total of,
51.6.
okay? How do we feel about those two types of problems?
Good.
Simple?
Got it?
Okay, I'm going to show you one quick example for a cone. It won't take very long, and then I'm going to let you go. I don't even think cone is on your homework today, but I want you to see it so we know. Okay? All right. Okay, radius of 7.3, a slant height of 11.6 feet. Okay, now, do we remember the formula I gave you for this? Pi RL plus, can anyone tell me which part of that formula represents area of a circle? Pi r squared. Okay, all right, what would I plug in for my radius here? What would I plug in for the slant height?
1.6.
Very good. Can you type that whole entire thing into your calculator? You sure can. Somebody do that for me. If it gives you a long decimal, let's just round to the nearest tenth, please.
133.2.
0.2. Okay, now let's just say, you don't have to write this part down. Let's say it gave you this for the net, right? How would you find the area of the circle?
The pi r squared.
Pi r squared. How would you find the area of the other part?
Pi RL.
Pi RL. Okay? Yes?
Yes.
Now, again, this one's not going to be on your homework. It's going to be the two examples I showed you first, but it's pretty simple. Yes? Is this our favorite of the three we've done this week?
Yeah.
It's usually the easiest. Okay? All right.